But I also want to thank Alex Beacon, who's hosting this event for me this evening. And I want to tell you about why I'm running for district attorney. Because this race is really not about me. It is about our community and how we, working together, can do so much more. I want to talk to you about a case that I have that encourages me in the job that I do, because it's a very difficult one. I had two parents come into my office who lost both of their daughters, 60 and 19-year-old, who were killed by a drunk driver. And my job, and that of my fellow prosecutor who's here tonight, Randy Bailey, our job was to bring justice to that family. It was a tragic accident. These young girls were coming home from working, got hit by a drunk driver, and one of them, the 16-year-old, died immediately at the scene in front of her parents while she was trapped in the car. The older sister died 3 months later at a hospital in San Antonio, away from her family, away from her friends. And in that case, my investigator, Luke Plata, who's here also tonight, Randy, and my paralegal, Yasmin, we worked so hard on that case because we wanted justice for that family. And we were able to achieve justice. And when that case was over and the jury found the defendant guilty of killing those two girls, that was the greatest joy for me, because I knew what it meant to that family. And that is the satisfaction that I have in the job that I have, is that I can serve the people of our community. And that is the only thing I've ever wanted to do. As a kid, I would watch my mom, who's many of you here know my mom, and she's a great caregiver. And I saw the example that she set for all of us of caring for people in our neighborhoods, caring for people in funeral homes, caring for people in nursing homes. She was always there as a person in the community that's always willing to help and lend a helping hand to anyone that needed help. And by her example is why I became a nurse, because I wanted to be like her. I wanted to be able to give of myself to other people and be able to make a difference. And now as a prosecutor, I feel that is what we are doing here in Cameron County. But I feel that we need to do so much more. Many of you know the problems that we have in this county, the problems related to corruption, and I think it is time for all of us to take a stand and say that we are tired of those type of politics. If this is a very serious race that is coming up, especially for the district attorney's office, because if you are sincere when you say that you are tired of the old style of politics, you need to get involved in this race. It is time for all of us to tell the people that have led this county for so long, that have made all those backroom deals, it's time for us to stand up and say enough is enough. It is time to look at the candidates that are running in this race and look at what they stand for, where they come from, and why are they running. I can tell you that for my part, I am running because I want to serve this community. I have served it as a veteran. As Inez said, I served in the military for 13 years. And in that job, I learned the importance of leadership and responsibility and accountability. And that is what I practice in the work that I do. And that is what I will do in the district attorney's office. I ask that you look at this race very seriously, that you look at all the candidates that are running, and I think that you need to decide for yourself where you stand. And I ask that you join me in putting a stop to this corruption that is happening, and that you work with me, because together we can make a great difference for this community. I can tell you that at the top of my agenda is protecting the kids in this community, keeping them safe from predators, from abusive caregivers. Another priority that I have is going after those drug dealers that constantly sell drugs to our children, that are constantly trafficking and causing great problems in our community. And I can tell you that one thing that I see that is lacking in this community is that we are failing to reach out to our community leaders. I think that is a top agenda for me, because I think that we need to reach out to the churches, to the community leaders, and build partnerships, because all of us working together can make a difference. I ask for your vote and for your support in helping me bring effective justice and strong leadership to the DA's office. Thank you so much for coming tonight, for taking time out of your schedules. I sincerely appreciate it. Muchas gracias por estar aquí esta noche. Les doy las gracias. Necesito su ayuda para salir adelante en esta comunidad. Tenemos una gran visión para este pueblo, pero necesito la ayuda de todos ustedes para lograrlo. Ya es tiempo que se acabe la política de antes. Es tiempo que empiece una